Hey guys, this is Jeff from Evans Tuning. In today's Daily Tune episode, we have a Honda Civic with a B-Series swap. It's built, has a Precision T4 turbo, ID 2200s, Weldon fuel pump, all different lines. It's a custom turbo kit, Skunk 2 intake manifold, pretty much set up to make a bunch of power. We're going to be doing a pump gas tune, 93 octane, and then we're also going to be doing a C16 tune with high boost for race gas. And get this on the dyno and see what kind of power it's going to make. I'm good.
There's a kill switch right here. So it's only turn it on, just press the red button.
Okay. It sounds like somebody's phone was in there.
Oh, el teléfono tuyo. The phone is ringing.
I heard a phone ringing.
Nuts trying to look for it too.
Oh, yeah. Is this the switch?
Yeah. That's supposed to be the high and low, yeah.
Ron, how do you turn on the car again?
Oh, to turn it on?
No. Well, this is
That's the high and low, yeah.
because this isn't wired to anything. Because this file that was in here, the file that I read out from the other tune, it didn't actually switch like this, the maps. The secondary map switching wasn't set up. Because normally you have your fuel and timing maps or whatever, and then with the S300 you can do secondary tables. Like you can actually have a whole nother set of tables. Right. So when you hit the switch, it'll go like if you put race gas in and turn it up, right. It'll hit the switch and switch over.
That's what it's supposed to do.
It wasn't set up. It's been disabled. And then even in the boost control, when you look at the high-low boost, that's disabled too. But when I'm checking the switch here, it should toggle one of these inputs. It's not toggling anything when I...
So basically the car ran on
Race gas
on low boost.
Yeah.
That's why it most likely blew.
I don't know, but
But it could be a possibility.
I mean, I would be with race gas, it would be kind of hard because the ignition timing is not real aggressive in this right now.
On low boost, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know what he did. I just read the S300 file that was on there. So if no one else has messed with it,
Nobody's messed with it.
then that's what was in there. It's weird.
Nobody's touched that.
Yeah, nothing wiring was touched.
Nothing.
Whatever was like that is just the motor that was touched.
So yeah, all this is a power. It interrupts the power to the solenoid to turn the solenoid on off, but it doesn't switch the actual maps. And it doesn't switch a high and a low, because you can do with S300, you can actually do a high and a low boost by gear table, and you can do a whole another set of fuel and timing maps just for, this is just running one map for pump gas and 93 and race gas. It doesn't switch. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the black wire right there is from the Maxolin. That's your pulse.
Okay.
That's going to A11. This is just your power interrupt. So we have to find where this comes in, and then what I can just right now, because it's just a matter of telling it what to do. I can just tune it on pump gas right now, get it all set up, and then once we're doing the pump gas and we're draining the gas and switching it around, we can play with this because we'll just have to power the boost solenoid to the fuse pedal under here. We'll grab a 12 volt, and then this is just going to be a ground switch. So we'll just have to run 2 new wires, one from chassis and then one back here. And then I'll just tell it what to do here.
Okay. Sounds good.
I threw a map in it real quick, got it running. Base timing was off. It was advanced 4 or 5 degrees, and the idle was pretty high. It doesn't have an idle control motor on it. It has a race intake manifold and big throttle body. So I actually have to set the idle manually with the idle adjustment screw and actually make the idle through ignition timing. So I'm going to start building the ignition timing table right now. So it has a forced idle right around 1,000, 1,100. It is idling pretty well given that it has 2200 cc ID injectors and it's on 93 octane. But at this point we're ready to start tuning, and I'm going to start doing part throttle drivability real quick and then move on to doing full boost pulls and see how 93 octane goes.
It's on now.
Yeah, because it's getting hot, like just sitting here. Does this have a thermostat in it? All right, it's not opening. Wait for the explosion. Shit. You have to pull that thermostat. We're gonna have to just pull the thermostat and be done with it. Instead of fucking around with it for the next hour. It's just water at least. No shitty coolant. So setting up the idle and just generally just getting the car all set up before I start doing partial throttle runs. Noticed the car was getting hot. The lower radiator hose wasn't hot, just as hot as the top. So it means there wasn't circulation through the block that has a thermostat in it. There's most likely a really bad air pocket behind the thermostat, which is why it's not opening. So instead of trying to bleed it out, we're just gonna pull the thermostat, put water back in it, and they'll be fine then. So we're doing that right now, and then we'll get started tuning. Yeah, just gotta transfer the gasket and then like copper spray or any shit like that?
Water.
Because it's like,
So Milo.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué tú le pusiste ahí adentro?
Agua.
But it's not oil.
He's saying probably the radiator before.
Oh, if you didn't clean it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was only water that they put.
Okay. All right. These were running on race gas before? Like, is that, or are these like new?
Everything's good.
Okay.
These are the new ones.
Yeah, let me gap these. So I went to go make the first pull, started getting the boost, started breaking up really bad. First thing we're gonna do is change the plugs out and decrease the plug gap. The plugs that were in there, the gap was kind of large, and they didn't look like they're in too great a shape. So just threw a fresh out of iridium BKR 8 plugs in and threw a tight gap on them. We're gonna make a pull and see what happens. Pump gas is like 520, 530. It's like 18 pounds. I don't really think I want to push it more than that.
What do you say?
It's safe there. I mean, just leave it. What were you revving it to?
Probably like 9, 5.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I took it out to 95 that pull, and it's still making, yeah, still making power. So we'll switch the gas again. And I mean, everything else looks good. How did it drive and idle before? Shitty?
Yeah, well, it drove fine, but it did, we did 3 or 4 passes. After every pass, something was wrong. I mean, so it would get down the line. The last pass, when it actually blew, it broke up a bit.
Yeah.
And of course, it resulted into.
Yeah.
But we weren't running the same. We weren't running those same injectors either. We had the V-Power, the one that was before.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, the spark plugs.
the spark plugs, I'm sorry, yeah.
Okay. So I just did a few pulls on pump gas. The map that I started with is actually pretty damn good. So you know, I tweaked everything. Part throttle looks good. You know, cruising air fuels in the 14s, 15s. Idle's nice at like 14, 13.5, 14 air fuel with the 2200s on 93 octane. It's pretty good. It made 520, 530 on pump gas. It's about 17, 18 pounds. So everything looks good. We're gonna put race gas in it. We have VPC16 race fuel right now. So I'm gonna hook the hook a line into the fuel rail. We're gonna drain the tank, and then we're gonna put the C16 in. We also have an issue where the previous place that tuned it had done something kind of goofy with the high-low boost switch. We're going to reconfigure that and do it properly, so the S300 actually knows when you hit the switch, it indexes to a different set of boost by gear tables and a different set of fuel and ignition tables, the secondary fuel tables. So we're going to set that all up. We're going to change the switch around so it's done the right way, and then we're going to start doing the race gas and see what it makes.